you hear that? Thunder happening. And birds. Can you do something for me for a moment? Put your feet on the ground. Or put your ass on the ground. Or put any part of your body on the ground. And if you're not on the ground, then imagine putting something of your body on the ground. Underneath. That's a massive planet. Above my head. And above your head. Unfathomable distances. Infinity, like mind explosively, mind-boggling, mind short-circuiting distances. Today you have been drinking the same water that the dinosaurs were drinking. Showering with T-Rex water. Kissing with the same saliva and the same liquid that was here millions of years ago. Behind me is a volcano. It's connected all the way down into the hot, liquid, pulsating center of the earth. And what's inside there, we don't know. What's inside here, we don't know. What is all of this, we don't know. What I do feel is that anytime you're feeling bored, anytime you're feeling like, oh, this was kind of a boring day, then you're simply not feeling what is actually here. Because even in the most boring as like waiting line at the bank or in the office or something, if nothing else, what's always here is this feeling of like, oh my God, we're on a planet shooting through space and somehow we're sticking onto it. Isn't that just fucking miraculous? So how to never be bored is simply feel deeply. Feel deeply into this, into existence, into all of this that is already here. Number 2 is to if you love your life, celebrate it. If you don't, change it. If you can't change it, you probably can, but if you think you can't change it, then change your perspective about it. One of the best ways and most sustainable ways to ensure that you're not living a life of boredom is to create the life that you want. A few days ago, me and my friend Leonie Gabriela, we launched our new baby, the Abundant Passionpreneur, How to Live in Paradise, Turn Your Business into a Party and Make Money Doing What You Love. And this goes deeper than a snazzy title, although it's pretty catchy, because who wouldn't want that, right? But it goes deeper than that, because in order to live freely and happily, you must sacrifice boredom and complacency. You also have to be willing to feel all of your lack beliefs, all of your limiting beliefs, all of the confining and constricting definitions that you have placed upon reality and what you define as possible and not possible. all of the ways where maybe through society, maybe through upbringing, maybe through your own just imprint from whatever, where you have told yourself or have been told and adopted that belief as your own, that it's not possible for you, that you can't do this. Some of the most successful people in the world came from the most horrific backgrounds with literally like nothing that would set them up for success. And a lot of the people in the world who had the biggest, best setup, everything they could possibly need for a happy life, end up being some of the unhappiest people in the world. And vice versa. What I'm saying is that there is no relationship between outer circumstance and inner experience. And there is no relationship between initial setup and eventual life destiny. And so with this, the invitation that I'm extending is that if there is something that calls you, if there is something that pulls you, if there's something that feels kind of exciting and kind of scary, that you feel like, I want to live this, but I'm kind of freaking out, like I don't know how to do it, then the Abundant Passionpreneur is for you. It is a way to guide you from wherever you are into the lifestyle and the life and the legacy that you want to leave on this planet. It's a way for you to fully step into your calling, to live what you came here for, but at least whatever you feel the most passionately inspired to share in this moment. Which pretty much always comes down to being of service in some way. How can you expand in such a way that you are helping people? Not that people need to be helped, not that the planet needs to be fixed, but just through you living your joy, through you living your passion, through you sharing whatever you have been through and guiding others on that path. Usually people end up being helped. And this doesn't mean that you have to be perfect before you start. You don't have to have the next 100 steps figured out before you take the first one. That's not what it's about, because life works in such a way that once you begin to move, then the universe orchestrates circumstances, people, rendezvous, events, everything that you need to live exactly what you desire. And this goes way beyond just having a nice time or chilling on the beach. Because in your mess is your message, in your lessons and your love, there is your legacy. And so this is a deep journey. It is not for those who want to skim the surface of life, for sure. But it is so incredibly rewarding. And to be able to wake up to views like these every single day, and to connect with like-minded co-creators, travelers, explorers all around the world, whether it's in person on the dance floor, in a massage exchange upside down in acro yoga, or online in a Skype session or a live masterclass. This is what becomes possible. Do you hear the thunder? Hope you can hear the thunder. God, the lightning here was so beautiful last night. I was sitting in the jacuzzi right here and just watching this play of the weather and of everything. First it was like pouring down with the rain. I was laying in the jacuzzi and just like drinking the raindrops and allowing the water to hammer my body. And then at some point I fell asleep and I woke up to the most clear starry sky and almost full moon I've ever seen. It's so beautiful, and there was like these snakes of clouds enveloping the volcano in the background. And feeling really close to the elements, feeling really close to life, feeling really close to just all of this. And it's definitely challenging sometimes, but everything is figure-outable. And ultimately, whatever we might be scared of is simply the dropping away of an illusion that we don't need anyway. And all of the other people that we're worried about what are they gonna think about it? What if it's not good enough? What if I make a fucking fool out of myself? First of all, we all mess up. Messing up doesn't make you special, it just makes you human. And secondly, what else is there to fear but just meeting more of yourself? Because what I do know to be true in my experience, what I do feel to be profoundly the case, is that whatever this is that is looking out through these eyes, this open presence, this awareness, this consciousness, this infinity, is the same awareness and the same presence that is gazing out through your eyes, that is experiencing this. So we're simply infinity meeting itself in these different human interfaces, or cats interfaces, or dogs interfaces. Lots of hummingbirds here too. And so yeah, this was meant to be like a promo video, and it turned into something else. So what I want to share here is that if this is something that calls you, then check out. You don't need to join. If it's not for you, it's not for you. It doesn't matter. But if it calls you, then check out the Abundant Passionpreneur. Registration, presently speaking, is open for another few days. The program is almost full, but maybe it's the perfect thing for you. Maybe you watching this video is one of those pivotal moments that is like defining you into a new course of your life and into a new trajectory. And whatever you are, whatever you're up to, regardless of whether you're joining the Abundant Passionpreneur or not, in which case I and Leonie will be your honored guides on this journey and this adventure. Wherever you are, keep on trusting that guidance, keep on trusting the resonance, keep on trusting that even when it feels scary, that is life leading you forward. See, fear and excitement is the same energy. It's simply that fear is that energy of that inspiration and that excitement with some negative definitions or some limiting or lack-based belief wrapped around it that makes it feel like fear, like, I want to, but I can't have it. And when those are let go of, then it just feels like excitement, like elation, like inspiration, and you can freely flow towards everything that you want to create and experience and connect as in this life. And then through all of the travels, and through all of the journeys, and through all of the explorations, it all comes back to this stillness, this oneness, this intimacy with life. I feel you. I know life is intense right now. Or maybe you're one of the invincible ones, who knows? But maybe you're invincible, maybe you're just emotional numb. But there is a certain invincibility that comes with the willingness to feel everything. Because when there's no resistance to any part of the emotional spectrum, then everything can just flow. And so there is the dichotomy of riding that edge between vulnerability and invincibility, into ever deepening and ever more expanding experiences of this existence. Oh yeah, and presently speaking, the Ecstatic Awakening Retreat in Spain is 2/3 full, so and more are signing up like every day pretty much. So if you want to be a part of that epic experience and open and dance and connect with us, then go to ecstaticawakeningretreats.com and check it out. And if you're watching this a year from now, there's probably someone coming up, summit retreats coming up in the next couple of months or so. We also have one end of November, beginning of December on Big Island, Hawaii, 2017, which is going to be absolutely magical as well. So that's a warm invitation for you to come and join with us. It's not about being happy superficially. It's not about getting to a state of giddiness and holding on to that. It's about opening to the fullness of the life experience and allowing for the river of the full beauty and the rawness and everything to flow through in this. Okay, miraculous being. See you somewhere in the world. Wish you the awesomest day ever. Lots of love and kisses. Bye.